it's harder for bigger boys, bro, honestly. Girls want to talk all this shit saying like, no, it's about what's on.
Date a fat girl then. Nobody's stopping you. Oh, you don't find her attractive? Oh, I thought it was more than... Shut the fuck up, man.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Jay here and bring you guys back another video. And as you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I included a TikTok clip of a guy complaining how he couldn't get females because of his size. And he basically said that women and girls only go for this certain type of man. And the guy rebutted him pretty much saying, why don't you just date a girl who looks like you? Why don't you just date a bigger woman? And I'm going to be including the comments right here what people were saying. And there was a lot of females pretty much saying, oh, a lot of big guys don't like us anyway. They have the highest standards. They don't like us. They believe that they deserve everything in the world. And I highly disagree with the video, first off, with the guy rebuttal statement. I felt like that was such a cherry pick statement. You know, oh, you're big, why don't you just date a big guy? I mean, why don't you just date a big girl? Because, okay, so a big girl complaining about her, you know, her dates and stuff like that. So I never hear anybody say that to her. Like, oh, you're big, so why don't you just date a big guy? Because, I mean, let's keep it real. You know, it's a whole different thing between both genders. We're not the same. So, and we don't have the same access to opportunities, and that's just keeping it real. That's not being mad. That's not being hateful. That's not being spiteful. It just is what it is. And I just find it funny how a lot of these females in the comments are pretty much saying, oh, they don't deserve this, they don't deserve that. They be the main one that's toxic, the main one's emotional. But, you know, is it right for me to say, oh, a lot of fat girls they be the main ones emotional and they be the main ones acting out of spite? Is it right for me to say that? No, it's not. You know, because I'm generalizing, right? And that's the same thing of what you guys don't want, what anybody wants, you know? And that just goes to the title of the video. Can men be fat shamed? Like, I know obviously, you know, male and females, like, we're not the same in that aspect, right? We never will be, we never can. It's not supposed to be like that. But in terms of what you guys fight for, equality and no discrimination on anybody's bodies, no discrimination on how someone looks. That's the whole idea of the quote unquote fat acceptance movement, which I don't agree with also, but that's the whole idea of the movement. So it's okay for all these women to talk shit about this man because of his size and just immediately jump into generalizations without knowing anything about his relationship history, without knowing anything about him, just watching one TikTok clip on him and then just watching a guy rebutting his statement, saying some stupid shit and just cherry picking a statement. But it's okay for him to get these generalizations and for him to be quote unquote fat shamed. But if I hop on a female comment, if a whole bunch of guys hop on the female page, you go, oh, well, why don't you just date a big dude then? See, that's your problem. You're not dating a big guy, like, you know. And now obviously women do get fat shamed, quote unquote. Women do get judged for the looks. Everybody gets just judged for the looks. I mean, you can look at Lizzo and a couple other ones. I mean, there's a couple big celebrities who've been, you know, pretty much like criticized because of their weight. And I'm not saying that isn't the case, but I just find it funny how there isn't this same fight when it comes to men. And that's one of my main things that I always like to, you know, think about, that I like to touch on. I wanted to make a video about it way sooner than this. And it's just the fact of, like, you know, I see a lot of big girls complaining, oh, well, he should just date a big guy, he should just date a big guy. But last time I checked, I mean, on Instagram, like, let's keep it a book. Now, of course, are there fat women that's attracted to fat dudes? Of course. When I was bigger, I had a few. I'm not about to sit here and say that I didn't, but for the most part, I didn't really have quote unquote more opportunities. Especially, I didn't really have that many opportunities as like I do now. You know, especially when it comes to my options and stuff. So I just find it funny how he's saying, oh, just date a big girl. But last time I looked, I don't see any posters of, you know, Norbit on your fucking wall. I don't see any posters of Jet Black on your wall. You know, like we said, we see the Michael B. Jordans, the Crim Simsworth, the Ryan Holler, whatever, the guy who plays Spider-Man. I mean, you seeing all these, you know, Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, these guys, so of course, you know, got the typical. I'm not saying that, of course, beauty standards are toxic in a way, you know, but a lot of people abide by them, and it just is what it is. That's just the reality of the world. And I also understand that everybody's not going to be a check to everybody. That's not how it's supposed to be either, you know. But let's not lie to ourselves. You don't have a poster of a fat dude on your wall, you know. And if anything, I see more skinny girls, some more skinny guys with big girls than I do big guys with skinny girls. That shit almost never happens unless the dude is tall or unless he got money or something like that. But it just is what it is. So I just asked that question, you know, can men be fat shamed? And let me know what you think. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and let me know what you think. It's Jay Hidden. Peace, I'm out.